Welcome to Mike's Literary Minute, where books can be listened to and enjoyed. My name is Michael. I've been listening to audiobooks since the mid-'80s, and about 6 weeks ago, I had a kind of a podcast with a good friend of mine, and we were talking, and the book that came up was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I could not get through to save my life. And I put out a request, I guess, saying that if enough people said that I really need to give the book a second chance, I would listen to the first 3 chapters. Well, only one person voted. My vote doesn't count because I didn't want to read the book. This one person said you need to give the book another chance. All right, fine. The final vote was 1 vote for having to listen to that damn book, and no votes to get me out of listening to it. So, being a man of my word, yes, I have listened to the first 7 chapters of Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, as read by Stephen Fry. I got to the 7th chapter, said to hell with this, I'm not listening to this fucking book anymore, and off my phone it went. Now, with that said, I also, when I got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, found on Audible the original Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was one of the novels that has had a movie made about it. It's had books made about it, and it also had a radio drama made about it. And I actually was able to find the BBC radio drama of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the Restaurant at the End of the Universe. It was all put into one file. So I downloaded that as well as the book. I couldn't get through the book, but yesterday I got through the entire audio of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the Restaurant at the End of the Universe. The ending of the Restaurant at the End of the Universe, oh my god, it was like nails on a chalkboard, but I only had an hour left, and believe me, I can survive an hour of audiobooks relatively simply. So I listened to the whole thing. I think that the radio drama was better than the book, but the book is more detailed than the radio drama. This is one of those rare instances where I like the radio drama, and the book, Now, I got to kind of grade on a curve. The reason being is when I was younger, on Friday and Saturday nights, I'd disconnect the speakers on my stereo, and I'd be up until 2-3 o'clock in the morning just slowly going through the different bands, AM and FM. And lo and behold, I don't know where the station was. I don't think it was in San Antonio, but I always on AM would find a radio station. On Friday and Saturday nights, they would play old radio dramas. Things like the original Sherlock Holmes with Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce's that was presented by the Petri Wine Company, and Fibber McGee and Molly, Man Called X, shows like that, and I really fell in love with them. So I've got a soft spot in the pacemaker-induced heart that I have for radio dramas, and I think that's the reason I was able to get through the radio drama of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, whereas I couldn't get through the book. Now, they didn't tell me who was in the radio drama. That I don't know. Stephen Fry read the book Hitchhiker's Guide, and I'm not going to knock him at all. He did a good job. He did okay. I've heard a hell of a lot worse. Trust me, I have heard a hell of a lot worse. But the book itself is not my type of book. How I made it to chapter 7, I don't know. I did it for my one fan. Hi. And hopefully I never have to listen to that book again. Now, I wanted to get through the book because first off, I said I would do it. And I wanted to be a man of my word. I did it. Here's the video. If you want more proof, I don't know how I'd get it to you, but such is life. On my phone right now, counting the 2 Hitchhiker's Guide, the radio drama and the book, I have 17 books. I just checked 17 books. I haven't even started yet. That is enough listening. One of the books is 30 hours. That is enough listening to get me more than likely into March of next year. And I'm still getting credits from Audible. Yay me. Recently they had a sale, in fact it's still going on, where you could use 1 credit and buy 2 books. Yeah, I love sales like that, because 1 or 2 credits, my monthly 2 credits turned into 4 books. So 4, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at 17 books, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of content to listen to, and maybe a couple of videos to make. So what would I give Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the book? I promised I wouldn't slam books, but you know, the radio drama, I give it take it or leave it. It's a take it or leave it. In my case, I took it. I listened to the whole damn thing. It was only not even 3 hours, where the book was 4. Go figure. That's what I mean. The radio drama doesn't have as much detail as the book. Book was 4 hours. Radio drama was 3 hours, and that was 2 books. So you could see where, you know, there's more information, there's more backstory, there's more stuff going on in the book versus the radio drama. They had to cut it down so they could put it on the air. The radio drama itself, C, or in this case it'd be a 2. A 2.0 would be a C. And the book, don't want to rate, because I said I wouldn't slam books, for the simple fact I'm not the end-all cure-all be-all books. Excuse me. Must be the dust in the air or something, I don't know. A lot of allergies coming into South Texas right now, so you know, it could be, you know, the reason I'm on the book, and you know, sucked, and yeah, so you know, onward and upward. I wanted to do this video to let people know, yes, I did listen to it. Yes, I made it to chapter 7. In fact, Brent's like, well, did you hear, can't even remember the robot's name. He's like, well, did you get to that? I'm like, huh? I'm like, I did not get to that. He goes, you must have just missed it. It happens in chapter 7. You must have stopped at the beginning of chapter 7. This happens in the middle of chapter 7. So I did hear the robot in the radio drama. Okay, fine. Fills me full of warm, fuzzy thoughts. Personally, I thought it was a depressed Skippy, but we won't go there. As I said, I'm making this video because my one fan, or multiple fans who just didn't vote, decided they wanted me to listen to the book. I did re-listen to it, 7 chapters plus the radio drama, and I never have to listen to this. This is one of those things where I never, ever, ever have to listen to this book again. Now, here's the funny thing. I've got 2 comments sitting on my YouTube from the same guy, probably the person watching this right now, and he asked me a very, very pointed question. The pointed question is, you know, what are some books that you didn't like? Okay, cool. You're going to have to be a lot more specific, dude. Are we talking books I was forced to read in middle school, books I was forced to read in high school, books I was supposed to read in college that I probably never did, or books that I have read as a person not in a collegiate situation? So, you know, send me an answer. You know, if it's college, that one's real easy. High school, middle school, maybe not so much. And outside of educational institutions, that one's going to be kind of tough too, because I've listened to so many books. My Audible account is, I have 811 titles. That's just on Audible. That's not counting the years where I had cassettes and CDs and MP3s. I had a stack of cassettes. Literally off the floor was this much. It was literally this much. Well, you can't see my hand there, but that much off the floor. And, you know, I've had hundreds. I've probably listened to well over 2,000 books in my lifetime. So please be more specific. What books didn't you like? I will endeavor to say titles without slamming the book. Because I said I am not the end-all cure-all when it comes to literary knowledge. I read what I read. I listen to what I listen to. And if I don't like it, I'm not going to listen to it or read it. I'm not going to sit there and go out of my way to say, you know, this book blew and I didn't like it. Who cares? People aren't here to find out the books I didn't like. People are here for me to review books that apparently I did like. So with that said, we're going to do the usual on the ending of like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you're going to do. And as a message to my father, who recently passed away, and I dedicate this video to him and to his memory, to keep his powder dry, keep the range hot, and I'll see you when I see you.